At the scene of the attack, there was still clear evidence of the victim's terrifying ordeal. The sulfuric acid thrown and forced down his throat, and the blood from stab wounds and a battering with bricks. More acid from his footsteps as he staggered away, and on the tree he crashed into. The victim is a 24-year-old Asian man from Denmark. He's now blind. The acid has destroyed his tongue, and he suffered 90% burns. He may not survive. In an early letter to residents, police said they didn't know why he was attacked. Now they believe it was because of an illicit love affair, a so-called honour crime. She is a married woman in her 20s. She's from a deeply religious Muslim Pakistani family, and police fear she is now in grave danger herself. She lives in this same community in northeast London, where it's thought they met and fell in love, much to the anger of her family, who felt she'd brought dishonour to them. Police have issued the woman with what's called an Osman warning, alerting her officially to a serious risk of being murdered. The attack on the man happened in the early hours 3 weeks ago. Witnesses were too frightened to talk to us on camera, but one woman told me she saw the attack. Then she watched as the victim got up and ran this way, pulling at his burning clothes all the time and screaming. Down here, 100 yards or so, he got to his own front door, where he banged on the door, begging for water. Neighbours were woken by his screams.
He was absolutely screaming, absolutely screaming.
I looked through the window and then I just saw a young man just running up and down the road, basically, just making loads of noise.
The man had moved into a bedsit here several weeks ago. His room has been locked up. On his windowsill, apparent evidence of his westernisation. A community leader said honour crime was a cultural issue.
It happens a lot in our community, especially in the Pakistani community. But we do try to educate the people regards to that. I mean, it's a cultural thing. It's a thing that's come from back home. The elder people have found it hard to adjust to society over in England.
In hospital, the victim was still critically ill. Police have questioned 7 suspects, all of them young men. 5 were freed, 2 have been charged with attempted murder.